Hi, and welcome to Pomona's History. Now, today I'm going to be talking about Walter Knott, the early years that he spent here in Pomona. Now, Walter Knott was born in San Bernardino in 1889, and his father was a minister for the Methodist Church. His father also owned an orange grove in Laurelsburg, now Laverne, and in 1910 he took a job as took care of the books of his contractor, but he wasn't very good at it, so he ended up being a foreman for the contractor. And then he ended up building a house here in Pomona, and it was at 1040 West 4th Street, and it's still there today. I'll include a picture of the house, which is still, like I said, still there today. Now, him and his wife, Cordelia, were married in 1910, and they had their first child in 1911, and that was Virginia. Okay, that's just a little brief history. So I'm going to go ahead and set some pictures up. The church that his father once preached at, which is still there, but when I can remember when it was a Red Cross building. This is on Reservoir, just below Holt Avenue there. I can remember when it was a Red Cross back in 1974, but now they converted into apartments. But like I said, the building is still there. You can go by and check it out. Like I said, if you go east on Holt Avenue and make a right on Reservoir, it's just right there. It would be out to your left. It's on the corner of Huntington and Reservoir. Okay, and also, like I said, I included I'm going to include some other pictures of Walter Knott, but I'll go ahead and post these up and let you check them out. Pretty nice, huh? Now, like I said, the house is still there, and it's being rented out. It's in pretty good shape, as you can see, but he built that house himself while he was working as a foreman for that contractor. So anyway, that should be put on the historical list, for sure. I mean, come on, it's Walter Knott. Knott's Berry Farm. So, okay. Now, he built, after he started making some money, he built a small chapel for his father at a church over on 9th Street. Now, I'm going to put some pictures of it up. And also, at the end of it, I'm going to put some pictures of some information about the church itself. So, anyway, and if you have trouble reading, you can always enlarge the YouTube screen. So, so you can read it. But anyway, yeah, it's a cute little chapel. It seats about 40 people. And, if you walk in the middle, the main door there, and you walk into the quad, you can't miss it. It's just to your left there. And I'm sure they'll let you go in and check it out. It's got some beautiful stained glass windows. And it's just a really nice little chapel that he built for his father. And there's also a plaque that sits out there that I got a picture of it dedicated to his dad. So I'll go ahead and post those up for you. Yeah, interesting about Walter Knott being here in Pomona and him building his own house. You'd think that would probably been on, somebody's historical book, but unfortunately, it seems like it was just put to the wayside. But anyway, okay, moving on. Now for some Pomona shorts on Pomona history. Now the next picture you're going to see is about the YMCA there on Monterey and Gary Avenue. It's being built, so the top of it hasn't been completed yet. It kind of looks like the picture was cut or cropped, but no, they're still working on it back in, I think it was 1917. Now, you'll notice right on the corner that there's a gas station. Yeah, Richfield or whatever had a little small gas station sitting right there on the corner of Monterey and Gary, while they're building the YMCA. So, and if you look to the right also, that old, you can barely make it out, I guess, it's that tree there, the pine tree. Now that thing is still there also. Now that's a historical tree, because that tree was also there when the Palomar's Hotel used to be there. So, yeah, that tree's got some years on it, and we got to take care of it. A couple of times I mentioned that there was some dead limbs hanging off of it, and thank God somebody went by and took them down and cut whatever other bad limbs were there. But also, we got to take care of it, especially with this drought. So anyway, well, if it's lasted this long, I'm sure hopefully it'll last through this drought. It's not the only drought that we've had, but still, we have to take care of these old trees of ours. But anyway, yeah, let me put up the picture, and you can check it out, the little gas station right on the corner. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Having that little gas station there on the corner of Gary and Monterey back in those days. All right. Now the picture that just came after that. Now that was a picture of the Pomona Mall at night, of course. But anyway, what I want to point out to you was some of those buildings there. Now, where you're standing at is like in between Park and Gordon Street, a little closer to Gordon, and you're looking east. And let me see if I can give you a more idea where you're saying. That building to your right there, it says furniture. Now that's that Hollywood studio photographer place now. And then right after that you have the fountain. But you notice those buildings after the fountain that used to be there? Those are beautiful buildings. But unfortunately they got torn down. And now it's that kind of like that park or exercise ground for the School of Enterprise there. That's there now. So anyway, yeah, that's where you're standing at, and I can remember when they announced that they were going to turn on the lights for the first time at night on the Pomona Mall. My two older sisters and my older brother, we ran down there, took Eleanor across the tracks, and went over there and stood right by Buffa's, and boom, the lights came on, and so we were able to see the lights get turned on for the first time there at the Pomona Mall. And it's like a bunch of oohs and ahs, and I was just amazed, I said, wow, check this out. So, waited all that time for it to get done, and now they finally, showed what it looked like at night. It was really neat, pretty neat. So anyway, there you have it, a couple of Pomona quickies for you. And I always welcome you to come join me when I take these little walks in Pomona's past, and so I hope you enjoy them. Okay, like always, you take care, and you take care of those ones you love. Thank you. Thank you very much.